Hey y'all, Sarah Luhu here, and it was a bit of a wait, but we are finally back again with Steins Gate, and that kinda rhymed. Yeah, so we're back again with Steins Gate after a bit of an absence, so sorry about that, it was a bit longer than I expected it to be, but we are finally back again. Alright, so last time we returned to our, secret laboratory, after witnessing, what was her name? Mikisai's death? Yeah, we saw her die, and so we fled back to our laboratory with Mayuri. And then we got introduced to a new character called Daru, who is an otaku member of our little, weird scientist organization that Okurin has developed in his mind, and he's responsible for our electronics. And apparently, when everything went wonky and the satellite crashed into the building and changed all of our reality, we were trying to contact Daru on the phone. And the phone was technically, well, Daru's phone was hooked up to this machine that is right here in front of us. And yeah, I'm pretty certain that this is technically our time travel machine. But Okurin here seems to think it's just a piece of junk, which it is not. So yeah, we continue on. Okay. A few days ago, however, we discovered that the phone wave, named Subject to Change, has a second unattended capability. Our brave, or possibly just ditzy, Mayuri had made it her daily routine to heat some frozen fried chicken by remote control. Long story short, she was defrosting her beloved juicy chicken number 1, as usual, when the unexpected happened. The chicken came out more frozen than when she put it in. The microwave refroze the chicken. It was already demonstrating the time travel thing just with the chicken inside the microwave, and they were too foolish to realize. Since then, Daru and I have been searching for the cause.
We tried copying what Mayushi did, but we just can't reproduce the freezing phenomenon. And when we tried to freeze a banana, it turned out really weird. I just don't get it.
Daru, now looking completely fed up with the heat, starts fanning himself with his shirt. So it's just, I know what he means by really weird. I don't. What does it mean? Let's see if we can make it happen again. I would love to see it. Mayuri, bring forth the bananas.
Are you going to turn them into gel bananas again?
Gel bananas?
Well, it's really been bugging me, Mayushi. Can you stop calling them gel bananas?
But gel bananas are gel bananas.
I take the bananas from Mayuri and stick the whole bunch into the phone wave, named Subject to Change.
Why do you have to use the whole bunch? It's a waste of food.
I'm with Mayuri on this. This is just over the top, dude. Your stinginess could cost us the battle with the organization. I mean...
That's fine with me. Mayushi always buys bananas, and now Mayushi can't eat a single one.
Yeah, fuck you, Rintaro. Next time, we'll only do one banana. Next time. But this time is of the essence. Literally? But I already put the whole bunch in, so I ignore her hungry complaints. I mean, it's not too late to just, take one out. The phone wave, named Subject to Change, is simple to use. It's a microwave with a phone taped on it. So simple. The number is already in my address book. I just need to call the phone wave. Now, where did I put my phone? I check my pants and coat pockets and whoop. Don't know what that was. I think I did that before at some point, but I don't know what it is. Okay, now, where did I put my phone? I checked my pants and coat pockets. Wait, didn't I just... Now, where did I put my phone? Are we in a time loop? I checked my pants and my coat pockets. Let's press the phone triggers button and call the cell phone and make a call to the phone wave named Subject to Change. It allows to confirm the controller settings from the config on the system menu. Well, I would not know anything about that. Now, where did I put my phone? I don't know! Let's see if I can figure out how we do the phone triggers. Okay, C and Z. No, don't leave me. There we go. See? Yay! Okay, I got the phone. Now what? Oh, do I just call people now? Open address book. We're trying to call... Oh, no. Phone wave, right? Yeah, incoming call? Voice only. It's connected. Hello, this is the phone wave. Name subject to change. This is the voice of Mayushi Guidance, the system Daru programmed to operate the phone wave. He named it after Mayuri. Cute.
Do you want to hear Mayushi's voice?
Be quiet. I'm trying to listen. Is it supposed to be her voice? You can operate the timer from this menu. After pushing the hash... Wait, yeah. Pound button? It is pound, right? I don't even remember phone buttons. Please enter the heating time in seconds. It is... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's pound. For example, press pound 60 for 1 minute. For 2 minutes, press pound 120. Entering the command properly will cause the phone wave, name subject to change, to function like a normal microwave. Instead, we're going to deliberately mess up and enter 120 pound sign. Okay? Gotta do it different, right? That should do it. Let's give it a go. This method was originally a simple mistake on Mayuri's part, but it somehow starts the freezing process. The phone wave, name subject to change, comes to life. The turntable begins to rotate.
Nice turntable, right? It's even spinning backwards.
Backwards? That's not right. I never noticed that. It's going back in time, which is why it's refreezing things. That might have serious implications. If we look at quantum critical behavior driven by Hund's rule...
Yeah, no.
Not Hund's rule?
No.
Okay. How do we access... I don't know what Hund's rule is. We need to figure out what that was. It's F4, that's right. Okay. Hund's rule. The rule governing the placement of an atom's electrons. Orbitals of the same energy are each filled with 1 electron of the same spin before any are filled with a second. Also known as Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. Okay. Well, that does nothing for... Damn it. I keep on hitting the escape button. It's always the backspace. That drives me nuts. Okay. So, not Hund's rule. Whatever. The three of us wait and stare at the spinning bananas. Intense. Focused. After 120 seconds pass, the microwave chimes. And what has become of our bananas? Mayuri takes the bananas out, and...
Gel bananas are ready.
Oh dear god, the bananas have become not bananas. Gelatinous blobs covered with a thin membrane. That's not even reversing time on bananas, that's just making them weird, yeah. After Mayuri discovered that the phone wave, name subject change, had a freezing function, we attempted to freeze a bunch of bananas, and this is what happened. Okay, so it makes sense that the chicken and stuff would refreeze because it was already frozen, but what has been done to these bananas that makes them jelly? It's... I'm not sure. How are bananas formed? Maybe it has something to do with that. It just gets more confusing each time. Daru, you wouldn't mind eating one of these, would you? Of course you wouldn't. It's for science. Your sacrifice will forever be remembered. Yes, let's all just murder Daru real quick with these shell bananas.
They look really nasty.
The taste doesn't matter. What matters is that you eat it. So come on, Daru. No need to be shy. Break a leg or a stomach and go for it. Let's just kill him. No way. Fine. Mayuri, the honor shall be yours.
But gel bananas are gloopy, droopy, soft, and swishy.
Wait, you already tried one? God damn it, Mayuri.
It had no flavor and wasn't tasty at all.
Gloopy, droopy, soft, and squishy. Daru, what do you think?
Soft and squishy as bananas, huh?
Soft and squishy banana. Mayushi, say your banana's all soft and squishy for me. God damn it, Daru, not the time! His nose!
Daru-kun, your nose is bleeding.
Please, just say it.
Your banana is all soft and...
No, don't make her say that, you perv. Oh, did you just... Oh, we popped him out of existence. Daru retreats after I hit him with a tissue box. Mayuri looks at us with an innocent smile. She doesn't get it, obviously. Or does she? Anyway. They're gelatinous, a semi-solid state of matter. In other words, there is a possibility that the intermolecular bonds were weakened. What could have partially liquefied the bananas? Time? I've got it! I turned to the whiteboard and write freezing in the middle. Then I crossed it out and slapped the board with my hand. That was very productive. What we thought was a freezing function is actually something else. What else is it? A bold statement, if I do say so myself. So why isn't anyone surprised? Now's the time to shout. What you say? Come on, don't be shy. Wait, what? I'm confused by that. The reactions are pathetically weak. They're not following you in the slightest. Mayuri probably didn't even understand half of what I said.
We already knew that.
Oh, so you guys are smarter than me. It's reasonable to assume.
The problem is we don't know what it is doing or why it's doing it.
If it's the opposite of freezing, then couldn't it be thawing them?
That's a silly question, Mayuri. What you're describing is just a normal microwave.
Then what is it?
We don't know, and that's the problem.
He's right. To be honest, I haven't a clue. Come on, dude, you jumped through time yourself. You gotta be at least putting together some of it, right, dude? Connect the bonds. Oh, just time traveling and jumping ahead. Alright, in any case, there's nothing we can do about it now. It's time for Daru and I to head to Dibiru? Huh. There's going to be a seminar at ATF, and we have to be there. It's part of our studies at Tokyo Denki University. Summer credits, basically. We have to attend the seminar and write a report. Wonderful. Come to think of it, what's today's seminar about again? Is it more time travel stuff? Seems to be your thing. I looked it up before the summer holiday began. I should have written it down. Behind me is the large unidentified object that crashed into the building near Akihabara Station. Oh, that's somebody else. It's a female reporter. The building is under police barricade. No one is allowed to approach, but from a distance, the object appears to be some kind of satellite. As we cross the overpass that connects UPX and Dibiru, I look down to see a huge crowd of people moving towards the plaza. There are even some garishly dressed young men and women, the sort you don't usually see around Akiba. Everyone is walking towards the main street, which is still cordoned off. Daru, aren't you going to check out Radakan?
No point, can't get close. I've been following the news online, though. There's already 100 threads about it on App Channel. It's huge, man.
Oh, so that's why he was staring at his phone earlier. 1 second, please. Okay, so yeah, that's why he was staring at his phone earlier. Anywho, onto our seminar. We enter the Dibiru, and we enter Dibiru and take the elevator to the 5th floor ATF Assembly Hall. Is this like an area of the city, or is it a building? I keep on getting a little confused about that, because we have like Radakan and Akiba and all that thing. And I'm thinking that there's supposed to be like, you know, sections of the city and all that, like how you have Manhattan and all that crap in New York City and all that, but it's like, I don't know, at the same time it sounds like they're talking about buildings at points, so I'm a little confused on some of these. Anywho,
man, feel that AC, I'm alive!
Unlike the lab, Dibiru has air conditioning, yet another reason for our diligent participation in the seminar. It's nice to get out of the house every once in a while. About the phone wave name subject to change, I might have found our answer.
You know, that name subject to change thing is really annoying. I agree.
It's a little tiring to say every time. I won't give in that easily. Even if no other lab members use name subject to change, I will carry on until the day we decide its true name, dang it. Okay, just give in. Now's not the time.
So, what's your latest ridiculous theory?
What do you mean ridiculous? My genius brain considers every possibility. Even those a lesser mind would say break the laws of nature. Don't you dare call that ridiculous. It's helpful, man.
So, basically, you're just pulling stuff out of your ass. You can't call that science.
Daru, I have a hunch that the phone wave, name subject to change, may be the key to opening the Steins gate. How's that?
Oh, Steins, what? You lost me back at ridiculous, man.
Oh, we got some mail.
A chime signals our arrival on the 5th floor, but wait.
Was I supposed to answer this? Oh, I could click it and get it. Ho, what's my mail? We got something from Mayuri.
You know, I'm really sad about dropping my Upa. It's worse than last year when I missed, buying Fatty Gyro Froggy.
Okay. We also have this thing.
Wow, that is a
lot of space. Oh, I didn't go all the way down.
Whee!
Well, that is useless. When did that get there? Anyway, chime signals and we arrive on the 5th floor. Woo! Out of that. Get out of it. There we go. On the 5th floor. The elevator doors open slowly. As we step out of the elevator, we run into a wall. Ah! I bump into somebody. I quickly grab the person's shoulders to keep them from falling. I'm sorry. Makise! What? It's a girl, not just any girl, and I recognize her. You! Impossible! Chills run down my spine. I stare at her face in disbelief. I saw this girl just 3 hours ago. And a pool of her own blood. Makise Karisu. Is there something wrong? My horrible, horrible voice for her. Karisu frowns and tries to back away, but I don't let go of her shoulder. My grip tightens. Ow! You should be dead! Why are you here? Yeah, that doesn't seem threatening in the slightest, dude. And you're even... There isn't a single blood stain on her clothes, and they're the same ones she was wearing when I found her. Only a serious wound could have produced that much blood. Yet as far as I could tell, she's completely uninjured. Not a scratch. Hey, that hurts! Let me go! I don't remember her voice. Karisu pushes me away, and then she shoots me a wary glare. I realize that I'm gaping in disbelief. What's wrong with you? You're okay? But that's impossible. Someone stabbed you. I saw you lying in a pool of blood. That again? Taru interrupts. Wait, there's something strange about what he just said. Wait. Yeah, there is. That again? What do you mean, Daru? Again? Yeah, what do you mean again? I mean, you sent me that email like a week ago, right? Stuff is happening. I sent you an email. Don't be ridiculous. I saw her dead just 3 hours ago. Hey, could you not talk about me like that? I'm perfectly fine. You know, that message was kind of weird. It was dated a week after I got it, which means it came from the future. Dun dun dun! It came from the future. That sounds like something you read on the internet, Daru. It's rare for you to talk about such ridiculous theories. I'm proud of you. No, the date was definitely a week later. It came from, the 28th? Wait, that's today. Daru pulls out his phone and shows it to me. Dun dun dun! Someone stabbed. He's right. The email was sent from my phone. He received it on July 21st, 12:56. This is the one that we were sending him when we actually, like, had our weird time leap thing before. So it is our email, it just got to him early. Interesting. But it was sent on July 28th at 12:54. It was split into 3 emails. Someone stab. De Mikise. Risu. Don't... Why did I send such a short message in 3 parts? And it looks like the 3rd email got cut off. I do recognize the content, though. That's exactly what we were sending. This is the email I sent you 3 hours ago, man. But I sent 1 mail, not 3, and there should be more text. Did Daru really get this a week ago? Interesting. Suddenly, Karisu is standing next to me, peering intently at the screen on Daru's phone. Oh, right, the email's not important. Well, maybe it is, but not right now. The real question is, why is she still alive? Yes, that is, questionable, but I think it's pretty plain. We got time travel, man. Is she an illusion? No, an evil spirit! Am I haunted? I don't believe in such unscientific drivel. I am a mad scientist. Then shouldn't you? You're out of your mind, right? Wow, we are getting right up at her face. I timidly reach out to Karisu's face. My fingertips stroke her hair. Feels silky. Quite the cuticles. Substance. She has substance. Of course, she's not a ghost. How silly of me. I don't think she's okay with this, bruh. Yeah.
Ocarin, I don't think that's a good idea.
I poke Karisu's cheeks with my finger. Such softness. Dead bodies don't feel like this. Not that I've ever touched one. I just saw one a few minutes ago. Hours ago, my bad. Hey. Wait a minute. We already touched when I bumped into her coming out of the elevator. I even grabbed her shoulders before being pushed away. And I still doubted that she had substance? That's just proof of how confused I am. If she's alive, then what did I see back at Radicon? What was the scream I heard? Were they hallucinations? Just like that mass disappearance? That was an hallucination, dude. That's right, she was stabbed. Maybe she's just hiding her wounds. This requires further investigation. You were very certain that she was dead earlier, brother. No! No, this is not the way you do it, man! I grabbed the hem of her blouse and slowly lift it. Why? I get to probably check for like stab wounds or something, but still. Are you trying to get yourself arrested? I just want to know the truth. I stare straight back at Karisu as she trembles with anger and lift her blouse a little higher. What truth, you perv? You stupid, wanna die? She pushes my hand away. Louise Chan's famous line for that when Daru shouts something silly, but I ignore him and press Karisu. I know what I saw. No, wait, did you just see my underwear? No, Karisu's face turns bright red. She firmly pulls her blouse down. No, you fool, not that. Earlier this afternoon, after Dr. Nakabachi's presentation, someone killed Makise Karisu and left her in a pool of blood. I carefully explained everything that I saw. Wait, Dr. Nakabachi.
What are you talking about, Ocarin? Dr. Nakabachi's presentation was cancelled.
Cancelled?
Yeah, because of the satellite crash.
Something's wrong. Our stories aren't matching. It's the same thing that happened right after I saw the mass disappearance. Mayuri's story didn't match mine. That's because you're the only one who has the full story. I need to know. Am I caught in some sinister plot? Is this another organization conspiracy? Excuse me, my name is Huibizen Kyoma.
Really, man, you're hopeless.
Just call him Ocarin, it's better. Okay, Clear-san. I'd like to hear your story in more detail. Looks like... I don't know what to call him. I need to figure out something other than... Okay, looks like she finally understands I'm not lying. But I still don't understand why my memories don't match everyone else's. I doubt that I can give her a good explanation. Just then, an older man steps out of the assembly hall.
Makise-san, it's almost time.
Huh? All right, thank you. Karisu glances at me one more time, then sighs and heads towards the small conference room.
We should go too.
Go where? Our seminar did.
To hear the lecture, duh.
Ah, that. Seems so unimportant compared to the larger scheme of things, right? Toru follows after Karisu. Does she just, like, help with every kind of lecture ever? Did she come to attend the lecture too? Strange. Why would the girl genius Makise Karisu need to attend a lecture like this? Who wants to bet she's the one giving the lecture? Okay, my guess was a bit off. The girl genius didn't come to attend the lecture. She came to give it! My guess wasn't far off. I'd like to thank everyone for coming to hear me speak today. She's the one giving the lecture. Of course. Japan's famous girl genius, Mikise Kurisu, who had her thesis published at the tender age of 17. According to Daru, she turned 18 a few days ago, so that makes our molestation of her completely legal, right? So terrible. I first heard about her when Daru pointed her out in a gossip magazine article. What did I just say? That's when he told me that she was going to be a guest at the ATF. I had forgotten all about it. It's my first time giving a lecture like this, so please forgive me if I'm a little nervous. The audience is pretty mixed. I mean, they seem, pretty pro her, so... It's mostly students like us, but there's also a couple of professors. Oh, that's what you mean. And Kurisu just gave me a sharp look. What did I do? You tried to lift up her blouse, brother. When I return her stare, she quickly averts her eyes. I don't care if she's a genius or whatever. I still don't like her. She may have these people fooled with her timid girl act, but I learned at Radicon how cunning and aggressive she really is. Has she been timid? I don't think she's really been... I mean, she did have her little fluster fest, when we tried to take off her shirt, but that's nothing. Even if her murder was some kind of hallucination, my judgment of her character is still correct. For today's lecture, I've been asked to speak on the subject of time travel. It's not really my area of expertise, but I'll try my best. Time travel? Oh-ho! Let me start by saying that time travel is an absurd concept. Objection! God, don't take a fight, man. What? Every member of the audience, not just Kurisu, is startled by my interruption. As they should be. Perhaps I'm being slightly rude here, but I'm not one to just sit and listen to some genius girl's dribble. It's presumptuous for you to claim that time travel is absurd. Okrin, you magnificent fool! Sitting at my side, Daru throws me a small salute. We applaud your foolishness. ATF staff are approaching, probably to kick me out. Will I still get my credits if I get kicked out? Perhaps I got too carried away. Okay. It's fine, I guess. It'll be easier to talk in a discussion format. Thanks to her proposal, the event staff refrained from escorting me out. Yay, I get to stay and yell at her some more. She sounds a little pissed, but let's not mind that. But before that, please listen to my thoughts on the subject. Yeah, I guess we can give you your time. Scientists have proposed many theoretical models of time travel, but there are 11 in particular that bear mentioning. What are the major theories of time travel? I have heard about the cosmic string theory, at least. Well, I don't know. There's a couple of different ones, but I'm not sure what all their names are. Neutron star theory, black hole theory, light speed theory, tachyon theory, wormhole theory, exotic matter theory, cosmic string theory, quantum gravity theory, cesium laser theory, elementary particle ring and laser theory, Dirac antiparticle theory, Dirac, I'm not sure. Not bad. Perhaps this Miss Kisei Kurisu is a worthy rival after all. However, all of these models are purely theoretical. Some of them even contradict each other. Well, what if somebody comes up with a 12th model? She is unimpressed. Right, well... It could be contradicted by the 13th model, now couldn't it? Wait, what? Damn, she twisted my question and used it against me. That's only if they make a 13th model. Questionable. Touché, genius girl, touché. Suddenly I feel eyes on me. Some puffed up professors are giving me hard looks from across the room. Maybe I got too carried away again. I don't want to risk losing my credits. I should back off for now. Exactly, dude. That's what you should have been thinking about from the beginning. Theory of relativity has been added to our tips. By the way, time travel to the future is available to us right now according to Einstein's special theory of relativity. For example, let's say someone were to go to Haneda Airport and board a plane headed for Okinawa. Upon arrival, that person would be about 100 millionth of a second farther into the future than I am. Oh, by traveling to different time zones? Well, I mean, that's kind of interesting. What does that mean? I mean, that's one way of looking at it. Yes, it's true. According to the special theory of relativity, time moves slower for objects as they approach the speed of light. For example, if you could run at near the speed of light, you could reach a point where time only moves half as fast as for you. Ugh. If you were to keep running at the speed for 24 hours, 48 hours would elapse in the rest of the world, meaning you will jump one day into the future. Understand, Rebbe Kyoma? I need to figure out how to say his name. Huonin? Yeah, she called me out. Why are you singling me out? I don't know, because you single yourself out? I'm doing my best to hold back, but it looks like Makise Karisu wants to pick a fight. Yeah, she's the one throwing down. I wish that she hadn't said that name in front of so many people. It's embarrassing because it's such a weird name, right? It's too great a risk to let others know my true name. Yes, that's the reason, right? But that's not really time travel, is it? Now a professor calmly makes an objection. True, Makise Karisu's example isn't strictly time travel per se, but I never expected an older man, a professor at that, to refute an 18-year-old girl. How dare he? Maybe he's just testing the genius girl's resilience. Ah, yes, you're right. The genius girl readily concedes the point. If she were a normal 18-year-old, it would be impossible for her to be this calm in front of all these people. Yeah, you'd be having like a panic attack, right? Probably not, but still. A normal 18-year-old girl would panic when refuted by such a distinguished-looking professor. And yet, Makise Karisu, giving off an aura of gutsiness that says, I can take this guy on, is giving off an aura like that. Okay.
Then what about going to the past?
Going to the past is possible right now. Take a look at the sky at night. You can see light from tens of thousands of years ago, can't you?
Damn, that is also a good point, girl. That's not time travel either.
This time, it's a nearby student who objects. Well, I was just getting started. Was it just me, or did Kurisu look a little nervous just now? Well, at the student and not the professor? Let's say we wanted to make a machine that could physically transport people through time. What would we need? Well, apparently a microwave and a phone duct taped to it. That works. The best candidates for this are cosmic strings and wormholes. A cosmic string is a string-shaped crevice with extreme mass. A string-shaped crevice? That must be how they enter our universe. But do cosmic strings really exist? The crevice is about as wide as the elementary particle, and at least as... this is her talking. I thought he was talking. The crevice is about as wide as the elementary particle, and at least as long in diameter as the galaxy. It has the immense mass, so it distorts space-time. If you were to travel through that distortion, you could make a full circle around the string in less than 360 degrees. I am not following this at all, if I'm being completely honest. In short, you can do something resembling a warp. This is called a space-time angular deficit. When you pass through an area of angular deficit, transit time becomes 0. So we're just able to jump. Now we apply this to cosmic string moving at near light speed. According to the special theory of relativity, time will flow slower for the cosmic string in relation to the surroundings. Therefore, passing through that area of angular deficit should cause the transit time to become negative instead of 0. So jump back there. Okay. So it's not just jumping from one point to another, it can bring it back, is what you're saying. In other words, you will arrive in the past after transit. If you use 2 cosmic strings, you can do a space deficit jump. If you loop back to your original location, you can return to the same time you started revolving. And that, roughly speaking, is time travel by means of cosmic strings. By the way, just so nobody misunderstands, cosmic strings are not the same as superstrings. Now then, you need 3 things in order to travel to the past with cosmic strings. First, the cosmic strings themselves. 2 strings, to be exact. By the way, they are hypothesized to exist where the universe was first formed, and What are they doing over there? Universe was first formed, so they might be a little hard to find. Second, you would need the energy required to make them move at near light speed. And third, how much energy do you think you'd need to accelerate something as long as the Milky Way to near the speed of light? I'm pretty sure it's more than 1.2 gigawatts. This earns a few chuckles from the audience. Getting all that time travel and Back to the Future jokes out. Third, you need a spaceship capable of reaching these cosmic strings and returning, with the time traveler alive, of course. So, it does have something to do with the satellite? I'm trying to figure this out, because she says we need the cosmic strings. We need 2 of them at least. But what could the cosmic strings be in our case? Is this just her theory about the matter, or is this a theory that we're supposed to be applying to our own time travel scenario here? That's the part that's getting me. Alright, yeah, time travel our life. What do you think, Hu and San? Care to take on the challenge of cosmic string time travel? Like that's even possible. Why the hell is she addressing me? I wasn't even the one who jeered this time. Looks like Huan doesn't want to take the challenge. In that case, let's consider wormholes. They may be a little more realistic than cosmic strings. Are we making... Okay, I think she's just telling us all about these theories, okay? It might not... So, yeah, I guess we are creating our 12th theory here then, with whatever we're doing with our own time travel, and these are just the other theories. Okay, by the way, Huan-san, do you know what wormholes are? No, don't ask me. I'm trying to hold back here. Since I've been challenged, though, I can't leave the question unanswered. It's like a shortcut through space, right? Come on, be a little more sure of yourself, dude. You were just so bold earlier. Yes, that's correct. Woo, got it right. Yes. I sigh inwardly in relief. Okay. There are 2 wormholes joined by a tunnel. No matter how far away the wormholes are, transit time through the tunnel is 0. But no, there's a problem. The wormhole tunnel suffers from supergravity and collapses as soon as it opens. So, we need something to negate the effect of gravity. So all we call so-called exotic matter, a substance with negative mass that repulses other matter. Negative mass, huh? Is it something that floats if you leave it on the ground? I don't think we have anything like this, so I'm pretty certain that we're making our own time travel. Maybe not. I can't even begin to imagine what it would be like. Kurisu raises her right fist. Power to the people! Say that the wormhole tunnel is being squished by an invisible fist. In order to pass through, you need something that could oppose my fist grasping force, so that I can't squish anymore. Kurisu opens her fist. If you stabilize the tunnel with exotic matter injection, instantaneous travel between wormholes becomes possible. To travel through time, however, takes a little more effort. For example, let's say there's a wormhole entrance here in Akihabara, and the exit is in Los Angeles. First, we send the wormhole in LA all the way to the end of the universe at the near speed of light, and once it's there, we yank it back to LA. How? Well, that's the problem with the theory, maybe? According to the special theory of relativity, time slows down for objects moving at the speed of light, meaning the hole that returned to LA would be farther in the past than the Akihabara hole. So, if we took the Akihabara hole and jumped to LA, we would go to LA in the past? So now, if Huan-san jumped into the wormhole, he'd arrive in LA several years before he left. However, this still can't be called true time travel. It only seems that way. This is called the Hiroshima effect. The important part is to return to Akihabara from LA through the wormhole once more, since the transit time is 0. Huan-san will return to Akihabara several years in the past. Time travel complete. So we jump to LA to go to the past, and then we take LA to go further into the past in the original area that we jumped from. That just kind of messes with my head a little. The prerequisites for wormhole travel are simpler than the ones for cosmic string travel. First, the wormhole itself. They may exist somewhere in the universe, but nobody has ever seen one. Second, the energy required to move the wormhole to the end of the universe and back at the near light speed. Third, exotic matter, which, by the way, has not been confirmed to exist. So, implementation of either one would require a ridiculous amount of effort. Now, do you see what I mean when I said that time travel is an absurd concept? I mean, it could be an absurd concept, but that doesn't technically mean that it's not something that's, you know, it's not possible. Because here's the thing about a lot of science. Although we do... Okay, this is going to sound really stupid, actually. But, like, don't get me wrong. I believe and I trust with science and all that crap. But on top of it, a lot of science is built upon theories. And while certain things can be proved, other things are just using what we know to be true about certain things and applying them to other things. Like, you know, the Big Bang Theory and all that. That's purely theoretical based on the things that we know. We can't possibly know it for, you know, 100% fact because, you know, we weren't there for that. We don't have, like, the actual thing for that. But we do have scraps and remnants that, you know, make us believe that this is probably what happened and all that kind of crap. And that's the case with a lot of science. Yeah, okay, so that sounds stupid. But yeah, let's continue on. Now do you see what I mean when I'm... Yeah, absurd concept. Time travel theories are all just thought experiments. Not one of them can create a viable time machine. That is my answer. Isn't there anything simpler? Like something you can pull out of a drawer and just use or something? Not yet. I'm afraid not. A firm declaration. This is the limit of modern physics. I can't say how it might change in 10 years though. Besides, even if someone did overcome the logistical requirements, there may be other factors that prevent time travel from working. And that's because fundamental problems concerning the principle of causality have not yet been solved. You mean time paradoxes and conservation of mass. The mass of the entire universe is constant. If a time machine traveled from the future to the past, there would suddenly be an extra massive time machine and its pilot in the past. I remember reading a book, not a terribly reputable book, but still, that such a violation of mass conservation would put the universe in danger. It didn't say what kind of danger, though. If you think about that conservation of mass applies to macro systems like the universe or microsystems like atoms or elementary particles, you're mistaken. What? Is that true? I don't know. This is just a game, dude. We're just going with what they say. She's laughing at my reaction. That little punk. How mortifying. I've been made a fool of by someone other than myself. Conservation of mass is only applies to chemical reactions. That doesn't hold in modern physics at all. Something can come from nothing. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Then, what's the problem? The time paradox of time paradoxes. In other words, the grandfather paradox. Oh, the thing where you kill your own ancestors before you were born. So long as that paradox goes unsolved, time travel can never be realized. Never. Okay, what if you just don't kill them? You can't think of it like a sci-fi movie. It's not just about your family tree. There are far greater dangers than that. Really? It doesn't seem that dangerous. Any paradox, no matter how small, would cause the total collapse of causality, relativity, and every other physical law of existence. Paradoxes are nothing more than thought experiments. They cannot occur in reality, and they should not. Nothing that has even a 0.00001% chance of causing a paradox can happen. The universe won't allow it. Wouldn't you say that is a logical conclusion? There may be loopholes like parallel worlds or self-consistency principle, but those seem too much like fantasy for me to accept. Yeah. Accept my fantasy. I grind my teeth. When I see Makise Kurisu looking at me with her composed expression, I avert my eyes. It's our turn this time. Looks like I have no choice but to concede Makise Kurisu truly is a genius. I ended up listening to all of Kurisu's lecture at ATF. After 2 time travel theories she introduced at the beginning, she explained the rest with equal eloquence. She seemed a little nervous at first, but that quickly changed as she spoke. By the end, it was an impressive lecture, so impressive that you wouldn't think it was an 18-year-old's first time. She did well to respond to my malicious questions with sarcasm. She's got guts, that's for sure. Alright, but we are out of time for today's episode, if I want to get this uploaded within a reasonable amount of time. And, okay. So, that was so much more science stuff than what I was expecting. Science and math are not my forte, guys. Like, I can appreciate a good, sci-fi story and all that. Just don't ask me to do the logistics of it. But, yeah, so I don't know what to think of Makise so far. Okay, because, the first time that we met her, it was kind of an aggressive thing, but then again, she had just run into what I assumed to be a future version of Okarun and everything. And this time, she was a little bit more reserved, maybe because we were, completely just abusing her face and all that crap. But, yeah, we were the ones who came on aggressively this time. And, I don't know, but she got back at us for that later on in the lecture. I like that she kept on calling him out on his crap. And everything. Even when he backed down, he was the one who opened the door. She was, I don't know, it seemed like she was being playful about it. I don't think she was, trying to, shame him or anything, he seemed to think at certain parts, but, I think she was just kind of teasing him a little with it. So it's good that she's kind of open-minded like that, doesn't seem to hold any real resentment for us trying to rip off her shirt at all. So that's nice. I hope we get to talk to her a bit later, because she seems like an interesting character. I don't know, her and Mayuri are the ones who, are on the cover of this, right? So I guess they probably have 2 of the biggest roles to play in this. I don't know what it could be, but we will certainly find out. Other than that, I don't know, I enjoy watching Mayuri, Daru, and Okarun's whole interaction with each other. They have a nice little dynamic going on, little 3 Musketeers thing happening with them. I mean, Daru's clearly a pervert and needs to be kept in check, but, I mean, it reminds me of people that I went to, high school with and everything. It's yeah, I could see these guys being friends and all. So that's nice. But, yeah. So, later today, we will also be playing 2 more games. I got Siberia and Outlast 2 ready to go, so be looking for those in a bit. And next time, we will hopefully, I guess, talk to Makise some more, maybe Mayuri. Who knows? Maybe we'll even meet some more characters. Or maybe we'll just talk about more science. So until then, like and subscribe if you want to, and thank you for watching.